All right, so we are in the 6th week of the shutdown with no end in sight. Speaker Johnson gave the House another week off, basically saying unless the Senate approves the House plan, there's no reason to come back, so be out in your districts talking about things. From a state perspective, we've got a number of states that have either proposed regulations, proposed rules to decouple from the big beautiful bill. So we traditionally have states that don't follow bonus depreciation. They may not follow the interest expense limitation, but now they're decoupling from tips and overtime as well. So even though we're talking about these great breaks at the federal level, we may have some issues at the state level for some of these folks. The IRS has gotten approval, which is strange to me. They've gotten approval during a shutdown to hire agents. So they're hiring 24 new agents in their criminal investigations unit. But for the next year, they're going to be working on the streets of DC, helping with crime that President Trump has declared with his national order in DC. So the IRS in a shutdown can hire agents. They can't answer our mail or meet about audits or anything like that, but they can hire agents to walk the streets of DC. We do have Election Day coming up today. In Texas, one of the pieces on the ballot is to do with securities. So the sale of securities is not subject to subject to any sort of tax in Texas. They want to make that permanent. The state of Washington a few years back, who didn't use to tax securities, came out with a law that said the tax of securities is more like a sales tax. So they were able to subject that to tax. So Texas has come out with a proposal that says you will never be able to tax the sale of securities, which corresponds with the Texas Stock Exchange that's supposed to launch in January. Virginia and New Jersey are electing a new governor today, and then we have the New York City mayor election. So I mentioned all these different pieces because they will have an impact at the state level about what laws are going to do. And California, following Texas' lead with redistricting, is trying to do a redistricting in California, but they're trying to redistrict to the left, whereas Texas redistrict to the right. And then just, we could bore you with the same old, that we have captive insurance cases that are being won by the IRS. We've got conservation easements that are being won by the IRS. And then there's another case here where an heir to a grocery store has spent a lot of time in Italy, and now Italy and the IRS are coordinating on whether or not the person should be paying a lot of tax in Italy as being a resident in Italy. But hopefully this shutdown ends soon. And we also have our year-end webinar series that starts today. And it's today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So hopefully you can join us for some of those points on that.